What's up, oddities? I wanted to run a couple things by you today. I wanted to mention a quote by Jacque Ellul. He wrote a famous book called Propaganda, The Formation of Men's Attitudes, and I highly recommend it. And he said that the goal of modern propaganda is no longer to transform opinion, but to arouse an active and mythical belief. And of course, the left and right-wing media, they constantly do this as far as their politicians go. They make us think that these guys are going to save us. They're larger than life, almost godlike, and they're going to keep us from having to make any real changes in our own lives. All we have to do is just go and vote every 2 to 4 years and be saved. And then you look at Zbigniew Brezinski's quote, "Persisting social crisis, the emergence of a charismatic personality, and the exploitation of mass media to obtain public confidence would be the stepping stones in the piecemeal transformation of the United States into a highly controlled society." Well, you have persisting social crises all the time and threats thereof. And then as far as the charismatic leader, well, we have two. We have Trump and we have Elon. And the exploitation of mass media. Well, the legacy media is dying, but what has replaced it is the MAGA grifter media complex. It's a never-ending line and train of these people, these opportunists, who are capitalizing on the MAGA movement. And it's just constant PR, constant puff pieces, constant native advertising. They don't tell us the things that we should know when there's negative things happening. And it's all blame the left, blame the left, blame the left. Well, they have plenty to be blamed for, but so does the right. And they're not alerting us on these things. So they've created this public confidence in the party and the president that we don't even think twice about it. We think that he's going to save us from everything. And then as far as the piecemeal transformation of the United States into a highly controlled society, well, look at who Trump appointed to his AI program. That is liberal Larry Ellison, who said that a society, a world that was in total surveillance all the time, under total surveillance, would be an ideal world because nobody would do anything because they know that they would be being recorded by AI. So that's what we got to look forward to. The AI system is also going to be running the new education system as well, and that's just a fact. Look into it yourselves. So I think that all these things have come together, and it's just something that we need to be thinking about, because Brezinski wrote this like, I think it was 1980, if I'm not mistaken. He knew where things were headed. And as far as Ellul, he knew how propaganda worked, and he could see that happening back in the 60s, and it's all the same today. So I wanted to put these things out there and get you guys to thinking about it, talking about it, and hopefully looking into these two authors, because it can help you to understand what's happening in our world today. Cheers and blessings, and remember, their order is not our order. See ya.